Hey guys, Laura Williams here. I'm the founder of Girls Gone Sporty and I'm so glad to be back with you today. It has been a while since I've done a product review, but I have a very cool product to show you today. This is the ActivMotion Bar. It looks like your traditional weighted bar, right? You've seen them before. Use them in group fitness classes, use them at home for squats, lunges, just adding weight to your normal routine. Well, this one's a little different and here's why. You hear that? Do you hear that sound? So what the ActivMotion Bar is, it's a weighted bar that actually has, and I'm going to flip this so hopefully you can see how it's spelled. So it's a weighted bar that is hollow and has steel weighted balls that roll around inside of it that throw you off balance. So even just standing here, you can see that I'm having a harder time than usual maintaining my balance. My arms are moving side to side to control the bar as the weights move around inside of it. That is the beauty of this bar. And the reason why I like it so much, it's 10 pounds. It's not like gonna change your world in terms of strength training, but in terms of total body fitness, total body functional training that engages your core muscles, training that helps with your stabilizers of your shoulders and your hips. When we're talking about lifelong training and the ability to maintain a healthy, well-balanced life forever, these are the things that are really important. So your balance, your stability, your coordination, all of those are going to help prevent injuries and make you better, right? So the ActivMotion Bar has actually been third-party tested through a university to determine how it would hold up compared to other core strengthening movements and core strengthening tools. The one that stands out to me is a medicine ball. So this was tested against a medicine ball for specific core strengthening movements, and it was found that core engagement was increased by up to 170+% when using the ActivMotion Bar compared to static strength training tools like a medicine ball. And again, the reason is your body's having to constantly adjust to maintain your stability, your balance, as you perform exercises with the bar. So what I've been doing particularly is using this on the days that I train my abs. So I don't like doing core strengthening training. I hate sit-ups. I'm not a huge fan of planks. I mean, I'm a fan of them. I just don't like doing them. And so what I've been doing is saying one day a week I'll spend 30 minutes doing a core workout. But my core workout is going to use the ActivMotion Bar, and it's not just going to be sit-ups, hanging leg lifts, whatever you want to do. It's going to be exercises that are engaging my whole core and further engaging my core with the ActivMotion Bar by doing full body movements. So I'll start off doing your basic squat. So I do a squat, just maintaining balance as the balls move around in this bar. So I'll do a series of 15 squats, and then I'll do walking squats. So I'll take a lateral squat, step to the side, perform a squat, a lateral step to the side, and I'll do that back and forth, approximately 15 total, 12 to 15 total. And then I do a squat walk, so I go down into a low squat and I'll walk laterally again. Again, all of this I'm moving, just my body's moving as a whole, which is going to engage my core anyway. But when I have to add the challenge of maintaining stability and balance with weights that are moving while I'm moving, that's increasing the core work. So then I move into lunges. So I do a forward-backward lunge to each side. So I'm lunging backward, stepping forward, which is already a balance challenge, lunging forward, stepping backward. So that's going to be a balance challenge on the standing leg while the other leg is moving, and then it becomes more difficult because the weight is moving as well. Then I move into a curtsy lunge, so I'm crossing one leg behind the other, coming back, crossing the other leg behind. Again, you can hear those weights are moving. And then I move into a lateral lunge, a side lunge. So I'll step out to the side, I do a lunge, and I actually twist. So I'm further engaging my obliques. Twist back, bring it back to center. I do about 12 per side. That's when things get fun. That's when I start really focusing on core movements. So I hit the floor, I do some sit-ups while doing a chest press with the bar. I do some oblique twists. So think about it, you're sitting on the floor, you're doing an oblique twist, but you're twisting with this bar where the weights are moving. It becomes that much harder. So I'll do about 20 of those per side, and then I take it to my standing exercises. So this is where the rubber hits the road for me. This is when I fell in love with the bar as an independent tool. In addition to everything it's already done, you can see this type of exercise just fires up the core so much more, and you're not even sitting on the floor to do it. So if you come to a standing position, bar overhead, and you tilt to the side, engaging your obliques to do so, if you see when those balls hit the end of the bar, my whole body was jerked a little bit farther down. My whole core had to engage further to make sure that I wasn't going to lose my balance, that I wasn't going to hurt my back, that I wasn't going to throw myself out of place, right? And what's happening there is gravity is working against the balls in the bar, and as it hits the bottom of the bar, you're not just having to maintain 10 pounds of weight. Gravity working against an object essentially adds weight to that object. So as you come down, you're not having to maintain 10 pounds of weight. Your whole body is having to work against a greater force. So then you bring it back to center, and you do it to the other side. Same thing, back to center, other side, and you're having to further engage your rectus abdominis, your obliques to each side. I then made up my own move. So ActivMotion, I hope you appreciate this one. I call it the shotgun. It's a little bit like a wood chop, but so we're coming cross body with the ActivMotion bar, but we're holding it up like we've got a shotgun, and we are crossing the bar in front of our body and down to the opposite foot, and then bringing it back again, and you can hear those weights hitting down on each side. You're having to further engage your obliques, your transverse abdominis, your rectus abdominis, your hip stabilizers, and even your shoulder stabilizers to make the movement happen. So it's really a full body core exercise. I do that. I do a couple other ones. It's a whole thing, and I run through the whole circuit 2 to 3 times depending on how much time I have. But it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this tool because you probably know, if you watched any of my other videos, I don't like one-hit wonders. I like tools that can do multiple things. So this is a weight. You can do any of your normal barbell weight strengthening, strengthening exercises with it, but you can also further engage your core. You can really get that awesome core workout by using the ActivMotion bar. So they start at $120 on the ActivMotion website, and that comes with at least one of their instructional DVDs as well, which I would definitely recommend. It's a good idea because even though it's a bar and you're probably familiar with how to use one of these, I would definitely suggest it's a little bit different. You really do need to be more cognizant of how you're moving yourself, making sure that you're controlling your movement so that the extra weight isn't going to throw you into a position where you might potentially get injured. So I definitely suggest watching their instructional videos, following along, doing their workouts, just to get the hang of it, and then you can proceed as you see fit.